What's happening, everybody? Boy Big Brando, and welcome to another episode of Printing Money. Now, if you watched all 5 or 6 other episodes, you already know all the ins and outs of how I made the design, how I came up with the concept, the marketing strategies I used. But this one right here, I wanted to talk about marketing strategies that did not work and my thoughts on why they didn't work. So as most of you guys know, companies like Supreme do very limited runs on the products they release. Right? Once they release and they sell out, that's it, they're gone for good. Take the box logo, for example. Whenever they release a box logo t-shirt, once it sells out for good until the next season or next year, whenever they feel like re-releasing something. But it's not something that they keep on hand throughout the year. They pride themselves on that scarcity. That's what builds up the hype. That's what builds up things selling out quick as hell because of the scarcity tactic. If you don't get it now, you're never gonna get it ever again. I buy a lot of Supreme stuff, but not necessarily the clothes. I buy a lot of the accessories. I buy a lot of their bags, the functionality around the bags and the design, cool stuff like that. That's one of the reasons why I buy a backpack or duffel bag almost every season. I got random stuff like these skateboard decks hanging up, and to me, their accessories are always kind of cool. So I decided to take a page out of Supreme's book when I was running the Churro Squad and thought, all right, I want to release new designs. My sales are kind of plateaued at this point where we're selling a good 20 to 30 t-shirts a day still. We're a few months in and I want to release a new design. So this was my strategy. Back of the t-shirt was going to say Churro Wrecking Crew. It still plays within the same theme of the whole brand of churros. Wrecking Crew meaning you're eating a bunch of them, but that was just the back of the t-shirt. On the front of the t-shirt, what I did was I drew a lot of different Disney character hands, just their arms, holding churros. So I did everybody from Buzz Lightyear and Woody to the blue furry dude from Monsters Inc. to Yoda, Darth Vader, and a Stormtrooper, Mr. Incredible, the guy from Nightmare Before Christmas. All of these characters that have signature looking hands, right? That you could see. It's not going to show their face. It's not going to show their whole body. It's literally just showing their arm holding a churro, and that's it. For example, this is what it looked like right here. Buzz Lightyear's hand holding a churro. That's the front left chest print. And just to show you, those are Woody's hands in the shape of praying hands holding the churro. So the idea behind doing this was, as one character's hand sells out, I was going to release the next one and keep it going, thinking I had drawn like 12 or 15 different character hands holding churros. This was going to be an easy way to keep things going and keep the excitement built up around it. So we released the first one, which is the Buzz Lightyear hand. Teased it a little bit, still utilized my Disneyland Facebook group method. I was really utilizing Instagram stories also from the Churro Squad page, taking pictures like that with the shirt holding churros or in front of other churro carts and thinking I'm getting people excited about the new t-shirts coming out, right? Wrong. So some people like the design. We sold a lot of them, but the plan didn't go as I had hoped. Like I said, I was going to release one character. Everybody knew that was the whole part of the campaign that I was running was as one character sells out, it's going to unlock the next one and Buzz Lightyear will be no longer sold and then we'll go to the next character. And as that character sells out, we'll go to the next one. Like I said, creating scarcity, hoping people were going to buy because if they didn't get it at that time, they weren't going to be able to get it. Well, that marketing strategy sucked and it was a huge flop. I only released 2 of the characters. I did Buzz Lightyear and I think I did Mickey Mouse. So it's just like the Mickey glove and his arm holding a churro. And like I said, some people bought it, but it didn't boom like I thought it was. And the buzz wasn't as strong as I had hoped. Some of the core people that were really into my t-shirt designs for the Churro Squad bought them. And they were all about it. But if the goal was to sell 120 t-shirts with Buzz Lightyear's hand, and then once those 120 are sold out, then I released the Mickey Mouse one. And as those Mickey Mouse ones sell out, then I was going to do the Stormtrooper one. And then the Stormtrooper one sells out, I was going to do the Monsters Inc. guy. And so on and so on and so on. Well, out of the Buzz Lightyear ones, I didn't sell all 120. I think I sold like 80. And then I decided to cheat and then say, all right, we sold all 120. In reality, I only sold 80. Mark them as sold out, and then boom, then dropped the Mickey Mouse hand. And then the Mickey Mouse hand only sold like, I don't know, 50. And then I kept them up there thinking, all right, I'm going to keep telling people once Mickey Mouse sells out, then we'll release the next character. Thinking that was going to drive people to buy more so then we could release the next character's hand. And it didn't work that way. People just stopped buying the Mickey Mouse hand. And it was a horrible flop because the Disneyland crowd didn't care about that scarcity tactic. They didn't care about something was going and being gone forever. They just wanted cool shirts. So trying to play into that whole scarcity tactic, the way Supreme did it, did not work for the churro brand. I felt like the marketing plan was strong and it was going to be pretty profitable for myself, but we lost on it. So right before the pandemic hit, I was planning on releasing all of the hands just like in a rectangle design. So for example, I was going to use the Toy Story background, like those clouds, and then I was going to have all the Toy Story characters that I drew their hands holding churros, just holding them up within that rectangle. So you would see Buzz and Woody and the dinosaur and the pig and all the other guys holding up churros with the Toy Story background, right? This was my idea because I already drew all these hands holding churros. And then I was gonna do the same thing with a Star Wars background, right? Small rectangle with the Star Wars themed background, and then have Darth Vader, Stormtrooper, Yoda, all the people that I drew holding churros on there, which was gonna be a good idea and a good plan, I thought. But then the pandemic hit, Disneyland shut down, and then that's basically when I kind of just fizzled out the churro squad. So now I got a hard drive full of character hands holding churros. Maybe I'll re-release it, maybe I'll do something with them, who knows. But that strategy did not work. A lot of times people want to play the scarcity tactic up, but you have to have enough attention and enough buzz built around your brand for that to actually work. People need to be excited about what you're releasing, and they have to be engaged with what you're releasing in order for that tactic to work. And we're gonna use Supreme as the example. Supreme has built up a loyal following around this tactic, and that's why it works for them. For myself, I just didn't have the customer base built up in order for that tactic to work. And it goes back to that old saying of you gotta crawl before you walk. I should have spent more time building with my clientele that I already had. The customer base that I already had in motion, I should have continued to build with them before releasing some kind of scarcity tactic like that. I could have dropped a few more designs and kept playing into it and built a stronger customer base before I went for the limited release stuff. You live and you learn, but I feel this mistake on my end has to be shared with you guys, because everything I do is not a home run. Everything I do is not a win. A lot of it's trial and error. And it also comes down to not being afraid of failing, because if I let that one little minor mistake stop the whole show, then I got no money coming in. The bounce back is thinking of a new marketing strategy and just trying it out. See what happens. Maybe you fail again, maybe it's a home run and you knock it out the park. You never know unless you actually go for it, alright? I hope the information shared in this video helps somebody out there. I hope if you were thinking about doing this, you learn from my mistake and you build up the brand awareness first before stepping into a tactic like this. Like I said, brands like Supreme make it look way easy. But what we forget is the years of brand awareness and brand building that Supreme did before all the hype and all the attention it was getting. I say it all the time, don't just emulate the end result. Understand that before you seen the success, there was a lot of failures behind that. I appreciate everybody for watching and following along with this series. If you got any questions, leave it in the comments. Follow me on Instagram, BigBrandoTV. Catch you guys on the next one, man. Yeah.